Protesters are fighting to keep a vital research center open as Washington moves to break up NCAR. Why they believe this is essential, especially after this week's weather. This morning, we're still tracking power outages from thousands of Coloradans when Xcel says everyone should have their power back by. But first, the temps in the 60s are sticking around for the week ahead. What your Christmas forecast is looking like. Thank you so much for joining us, for sticking with us on your Sunday. I'm Lauren Scafidi. So happy to be here with you. Let's send things on over to Weather Impact Team meteorologist Jaden Knowles. Jaden, there is a 7 in your 7-day forecast, and it's the start of the number, not the end.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of 6 and there's a lot of 7s out there. I don't know what's going on with the forecast. It's very warm for this upcoming week, this holiday week. So 61 is what's in my forecast today. Happy winter solstice, the first day of winter, and it's not feeling like that at all. 71 tomorrow. The record, by the way, is 70 degrees. So yeah, it's unusual. Here's satellite and radar. Really not much going on. Noticing we are seeing a few passing clouds, and we did see those snow flurries finally diminish. No more winter alerts for this afternoon. That was canceled last night. But overall, it was shaping up to see a beautiful Sunday. Temperatures still on the cooler side as you're getting ready to head out the door. Might need that light jacket. We're in the upper 20s as well as the low 30s at 32 degrees at the airport. And temperatures across the entire state on the cooler side, especially down towards Rocky Ford. You're at 15 degrees. But as I mentioned, we have a high pressure system building in, so we will see some warmer temperatures, especially heading into this upcoming week. Sunday, your day planner for today, noticing the low 60s, especially if you plan on going out to the Broncos game. Just perfect conditions. Here's what's my forecast, and hopefully Santa was able to get down the chimney. He's been stuck really this entire morning. 61 degrees will be our high, and of course, we'll talk more in detail about what to expect for this holiday week coming up later on in the show. Lauren?
All right, Jaden, thank you so much. Xcel Energy says that they're going to be working through today to restore power to people still left in the dark from last week's windstorms and their safety shutoff. This as the company helped thousands of customers get the light back into their homes yesterday. Xcel says it has already restored power to more than half of the 89,000 customers. Taking a look at the company's outage map right now, nearly 15,000 customers are still in the dark. The majority are in Boulder County. Although power is coming back for some people, for many, the damage is done.
What I'm worried about now is that my freezer is stocked full of meat, probably thousands of dollars worth of food and meat. We've been getting by. House is getting a little cold, but we have a nice big warm blanket on the bed, and so we're hanging in there.
Meanwhile, communities along the Front Range and foothills are still cleaning up. A Golden Theater is back up and running this weekend after Xcel's power shutoffs made them cancel quite a few sold-out holiday shows. Miners Alley Performing Arts Center lost about $20,000 after calling more than 800 patrons to cancel performances. The family-run theater lost power for about a day and a half during those strong wind events this past week. Owners Len Matheo and Lisa DeCaro say the holiday shows pay for productions the rest of the year, making this financial hit especially painful. The power came back yesterday afternoon, just in time for the evening performance.
Families stick together, they do. And our patrons are part of our family, our employees, everybody. It's all one big Miners Alley family.
Whose shows were canceled donated their ticket price to help the nonprofit theater recover from the losses. An investigation is underway into the death of a woman in Grant County. This happened near the U.S. Forest Service Sulphur Ranger office in Granby yesterday, just after a witness reported a disturbance outside the office. The witness told authorities they saw 2 men putting a woman into a car. CBI says the witness then watched one of the men drive the woman to an emergency room. CBI says the woman had serious injuries and later died. She was 38 years old and lived in Granby. Authorities haven't said any more about what happened. Her cause of death is under investigation. An update to a story we brought you yesterday morning. Denver police say a person has died after being hit by a car on I-25. The crash happened late Friday night near Alameda. Police say the person who was hit died at the scene and was not taken to the hospital. DPD is investigating the cause of the crash. A new state law would require retailers to place warning labels on gas stoves, but a Denver judge is pausing its enforcement. The law requires retailers to add labels warning about the impact gas stoves have on air quality. It was scheduled to take effect on August 6th. However, a day after it became law, an industry group sued the state. The group claims it violates the First Amendment by forcing them to post what they call misleading info. Democratic Attorney General Phil Weiser argues the First Amendment does not apply to the labeling requirement because it qualifies as government speech. People are protesting the Trump administration's move to gut the National Center for Atmospheric Research, or NCAR, in Boulder. Administration officials claim the institution is a source of, quote, climate alarmism. NCAR employs about 750 people and researches climate and weather. They help develop warning systems for extreme weather events like what we saw this week with the strong winds. Protesters are pushing back on the government's claims.
These kinds of institutions are not just dependent on by people, but every single part of our community, from corporations to farmers to everyday folks.
Now, with the winds going on the past couple of days, it's been crucial to my safety, to my family's safety, to my community's safety.
Earlier this year, Trump promised harsh measures against Colorado based on his false claims about election rigging. And some Colorado lawmakers believe this is punishment for not releasing former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters from state prison. Looking ahead, the Denver City Council will decide the fate of Denver Summit FC's new stadium. It's happening tomorrow. So this is the new professional women's soccer team. Council is set to vote on the construction for the stadium. The bill proposes changing the land's zoning classification in Santa Fe yards to allow building. Council is also expected to vote on other bills related to the new stadium. One includes freeing up $50 million needed to buy the land. It's been an issue for the council and the team. Council members wanted better details of how certain dollars were going to be spent. The city of Aurora is raising its fee to visit the Aurora History Museum and Rec Center. This comes as they deal with a projected $20 million to $30 million budget shortfall in 2026. Right now, the Aurora History Museum is free. But starting January 6th, they're going to start charging $5 for adults and $1 for kids. They're also changing their hours. Starting in the new year, they'll be open from 9 to 4 on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and 11 to 4 on Saturdays. And starting on the 1st of January, the city's recreation fees are also going to go up. This applies to all recreation-related fees, so we're talking rentals, memberships, drop-ins, and programming. Now, annual memberships for residents are going to cost $149 for kids, $375 for adults, and $196 for adults over 62. Drop-in fees will cost $5 for kids, $7 for adults, and $5 for older adults. You can find more pricing info right now on the City of Aurora's website.